Hello, my friends, and how are you guys doing today? This evening, this afternoon, whatever time it is for you that you're getting a chance to take a look at this episode. How are you guys doing today? Let me know you guys are doing fine, and that it has been a wonderful day for you so far. And as usual, remember that it is going to get better, no matter how it looks right now. And I would say, indeed, it's going to get better. I had to taken time out to dedicate an episode to this particular topic because of exactly what it covers and exactly what it deals with. So within this topic, we're going to be looking at four different categories. Four different categories. And that has to do with your business, relationships, education, ministry, community group, or any nonprofit organization accordingly. Now, the topic I want to talk about is, or I should title this episode, Try Again. What is it called? Try Again. So many people out there, including some of you right now that is watching, you have been crippled by the fear of trying again because you tried and you tried so hard before in the past and you did not succeed. And because you did not succeed, you have concluded there is no point in trying again. And every time you try again, it seems like you just end up failing. Or every time that you try to approach that thing and just launch out, it just seemed like the most difficult thing to do. Because every time that you make an attempt, you just kept recalling how miserable you failed. Perhaps you invested thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, could be millions as well. But it did not work the way you wanted it to. Perhaps you had partners that were not trustworthy. Perhaps you had friends that were not trustworthy. You had friends too that probably brought down the business that you had. And so it's a mountain. It becomes a steep hill, a steep obstacle for you to get over. It has been a struggle. It has been years, months, and to this day, you just cannot muscle the strength to start again. My friend, it is time to start again. Remember, you should know my philosophy by now. Only you can limit yourself because you are the limit. That is correct. You are the limit. No one can limit you except yourself. Folks can give their advice. Folks can give their own opinion. Folks can say what they want to say. But the ultimate deciding factor of what you do from this point on, it's you. Now, I want to address the business aspect first. So often we go into business and we had so much hope. We were optimistic. We were thrilled and happy about it. We were expecting so much. Perhaps we started making money and wow, everything was so great, But somewhere along the road, a mistake was made. Either you made a mistake, someone else made a mistake, you entrusted your profit with the wrong person. All of a sudden, perhaps you were not marketing at the rate as your competitors. Something took place. But bottom line is that the business went down. Now, how many times have you heard about business, huge corporation out there today, that when they started, they failed. They failed. They had to go back to the drawing table. They had to go back to the drawing table. Some of them sized down. Some of them had to lay off employees. There were many decisions that were made, even though they were not comfortable decisions to be made. But they made those decisions because they wanted to turn the company around, because they know that if they did not make those decisions, they would not be able to get running again. They made those decisions. They consolidated the company whatever way they could, and they started again. Some companies, that's what they specialize in, consolidating companies, selling companies out, getting rid of their stocks, and seeing how they can help the original owners to save some of the capital that they put into that company. Whatever business that you have tried before and it did not work, just stand back a little bit. Evaluate what went wrong. Look at what went wrong. Look at that particular industry that you were in. Was that the best of your ability? That industry, does it match with your personality? Does it match up with your skills? Did you have enough resources to make that particular business work? Was it because you never had enough funding, enough resources, enough marketing, enough sales? Perhaps the business was not online. There was no online present. Perhaps you never had an online marketplace. Or perhaps you had all of that, but still some way, somehow, something was missing. Either you were not in the right niche market, you weren't selling the right product, you weren't with the right company, your links were not correct, you were not getting enough SEO for getting placed correctly in Google. So you could rank among the top. When someone put that a search word in, you could rank among the top, so you could get sales. Perhaps you never had enough backlinks. There's so many different factors that cause a business to fail within the first 1 to 2 years. But I want you to go back, take a look at what failed. What exactly took place? Revisit that business. Re-strategize. Make a new plan. And go after that business again. The door's been closed for too long. Many out there, they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're making millions. Through the internet, off the internet. List goes on and on. You can do it too. Believe in yourself that you can do it too. Find out what strategies that you're using. And you can launch out again and make this happen. When you talk about relationships, there are many kinds of relationships. And so often realize that so much of them have failed for different reasons. Perhaps trust, the communication broke down, the person betrayed you. It can be for so many different factors that those relationships failed. But sometimes you had very good relationships, and it was all misunderstanding why those relationships broke. All misunderstanding why it broke. And even if in your own words, you had a reason why you had to separate yourself, or why you wanted that person to leave you alone. But look at what was good in that relationship. Look at what were the benefits in that relationship. How exactly did it break? What was good about it before that relationship broke? Then ask yourself a question. If I am willing to try again, and that person is willing to try again, could that relationship possibly work? Ask yourself that question. But it takes a two-way party for it to happen. So if one person wants it, it's not going to happen. But if two people come to a consensus agreement that they want to renew that friendship, so it's all different kinds of friendship. Once you come to a consensus that you want to renew that friendship, then of course you can begin to charter that path, that course, to renew that friendship and to make it better than it ever was before. Because you knew what broke it, you knew what happened, and so you were able to talk about it, forgive each other, mend that path, and proceed forward. But that can only happen if that's what both individuals want. But it's possible that you can try again. You can try again. Education. So often, in our education endeavors, we go to college, we go to universities, and so often in the process, we did not get that degree, be it a bachelor's degree, master's degree, doctorate degree. We did not get it. And so often we took that student loan and the payments are coming in, but we did not get that degree. And it is so hard and it's so difficult to move forward when that degree was how you were open to get a better paying job. It was by that degree you were open to be able to pay back that financial loan. Now you have no degree to show. No, now you have nothing of substance to make payment for this particular degree that you did not get. So the question is, what exactly do you do? The answer is not to give up and throw in the towel. The answer is not to say to yourself, oh, by the way, perhaps you're just fooling yourself. It's neither the time to say that you can never have that degree again because you probably owe 100,000, 60,000, 50,000, 40,000, and so you're trying to figure out, oh my God, how am I going to do this? It is possible. Call up federal student loan if you are in the USA. If you're in London, call up your student council department. If you're in the Caribbean, call all those, wherever you are. Call that department who's in charge of financial aid funding, if that particular country gives financial aid. Make an arrangement. Make an arrangement to pay small amount as you possibly can towards that student loan. While you're at it, find a school, for example, that will accept all the credit hours that you have already accomplished. You might say, oh my gosh, but Paul, do you know that I still owe that school as well? I know what you're saying. Then find a way also to call that school, make small payments, adjust your living style, just sacrifice. Just sacrifice for that short little time. Because here's what you're trying to do. You're trying to see if you could pay off the school maybe that you owed $500, maybe $1,000, but they would not release your official transcript. But you have enough credit hours that you could take it to another school and get a liberal arts degree. Yes. And you can pay for them to convert that degree over to a liberal arts degree, and you did not have you didn't needed to pay for other tuitions except to pay for that particular degree. So now then there is no need to pay per semester or for that particular degree because you have already accomplished all the credit hours needed. Perhaps you may need to do what else is going to be required just for that degree, which is a walk in the park. And you walk away with a liberal arts degree. While now you take that liberal arts degree and get that job that you wanted to get originally, and then with that money you can also increase your payments towards your student loan. So what am I saying? There is always a way. So long as there's a will, there's got to be a way Do not give up on your hopes and your dreams to have that college degree. You can still make it. You can still do it. With much determination, yes, you can. Then I want to talk about ministry, clubs, nonprofit organization. So often these groups, they go up and they come down. They go up and they come down in a very short space of time. But I want to say to you, whatever it is that you have tried before, be it that you had tried to start a group that was making a positive change in the community. It was influencing change in the community. But it failed for different reasons. Maybe your leadership team was not organized. Maybe you never had a good organizational chart. Maybe you did not set up your bylaws and all this stuff. Maybe you didn't have enough people that believed in the vision to work with you. Whatever the reasons were, it broke. You can try again. Perhaps it was a ministry, a Christian, a church-related ministry, and it failed. That doesn't have to be the end of it. Perhaps it was the pastor's fault, if you were not the pastor. Perhaps there were many different reasons why it happened. Perhaps it was the council. Perhaps it was the board. Perhaps so many different reasons that it failed. But irrespective of the reason that it failed, the question is, do you have a conviction? If you have a conviction and you know your assignment and you know that you are purposed to win, you knew the obstacles were going to come. You knew the mountains were going to come. You knew that some trials were going to come along the way. And now you have that obligation to look that thing in the face and said, no way, I'm not going to let it go. It was not about making money. It was not about being famous. It was not about being popular. It was not about those things. But it was about fulfilling the assignment and availing myself to be an help in the community and to work for a common goal, a common cause, and a common good. Because wherever those organizations are set up, they should serve a need in the community. Be it a church, a community center, whatever it is. It should serve a purpose. It should serve a need in that community. Let me hope that I've gotten through to you so far on these different subtopics: education, business, relationships, ministries, or groups. Let me hope that I've gotten through to you so far, and that you will take action in making a U-turn and to take a leap of faith once more and on these different factors and aspects of your life. It is never good enough to close the door, throw away the key, and say, there's no way I'm going to revisit that. Go find the key, open that door again, and make your dreams come alive. Don't shut it down any longer. You've waited long enough. So you have failed. So has thousands and millions before you. Millions, they were before you. And they failed. But they got up.
Nothing good in me. You are love on display for all to see.
brush themselves off, and they started again, and they ran to the finish line, and they won. Today, my friend, may you decide to get up, dust yourself off, and run to the finish line. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of these 100 days. And by the way, if you notice, at the start, I didn't say what day it was. I did this one a little bit different. But today, as it is this day number 9, number 9. You've made it this far. Let it be something good, and that you will make a change. You will be determined to make a difference into your life, into your future.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have faith. You need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody